Hello there, troublemakers. January 2026, we are here. Welcome to 2026. I am in kind of woods, but they aren't my woods. As you know, I like woods, kind of like that kid likes turtles.
I like turtles. All right.
But these aren't my woods. We are actually here filming this in December. If you can look this way, we look like we're just in a normal suburban neighborhood. Well, in one of these houses that looks very perfect from the outside, there's a lot of mayhem happening on the inside because me and all my little troublemakers are inside making a new record for you to hear, a new collection of songs for you to hear. So I'm very excited. This project feels the most authentic to me. One of the most authentic to me that I've done in a really long time. Not to say that the other songs weren't that way, but I'm getting to do this record with people that I've done a lot of life with, including one of my friends, Cesar, who I have known since I was in high school. And so it's really, really special to be able to make friends and to be, not to be make friends, they're already my friends. It's really, really special to make good music with really good people. So I hope that you can feel the community vibes that I feel creating this record when you listen to the songs. One of the things that I want to do more of in 2026 is focus more on community. As you know, I like to make holy trouble. I'm a bit of a troublemaker, you might say. A Dennis the Menace, if you would. Just the darker one. But the point is, making holy trouble, causing heaven to invade the earth by coming together with people that are different versus standing against people because they're different, is fun by yourself, but it's even more fun in community. Kind of like this record. There's a bunch of people all in a house. We're eating food together, we're laughing together, we're talking about what's going on in our families. It just makes the work more fun when you do it together. And the Bible affirms that life is supposed to be that way. We aren't made to live life alone. We are made to live life with other people, for other people. We see that a lot in the ministry of Jesus. He had his disciples around him, the 12 people that he was pouring into. So he was with people, ministering to people. And so I think we are supposed to follow his example. This is what it says in the book of Hebrews. Hebrews 10:24 in the NIV says this, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds." We weren't made to do life alone. We weren't made to be just little blips on this planet that were about us and the things that we like. I think it's interesting in this day and age, everything is kind of fed to make us believe that life's about us. Your Instagram or your TikTok, whatever social media feed you follow, it's personalized to you. It's the For You page, right? Everything's catered to the things that you like. Hebrews 10, later in the passage, goes on to say the importance of gathering, continuing to gather together as a family of believers. The reason that's so interesting to point out is because the church community is supposed to be one of the only communities on this planet that truly is countercultural, in that we all come together with our differences versus standing against each other because of our differences. But what draws us together is not just the fact that we're different, but the fact that we all have said, hey, we've all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. We've all said yes to Jesus. We all have been adopted into his family. We're now sons and daughters of God. It's Jesus that makes us unified. And if that is the only unifying piece in this world, then yes, the church should look different than everything else. Jesus is actually the only prerequisite. Just come if you want to be loved by Jesus and you want to spread the love of Jesus. That's what we are supposed to be. That is what changes the world. That's what allows the beauty of heaven to invade the mundane muddiness, messiness of our world. So I'll ask you, like, are you committed to that? Are you with me in that? Are you willing to create some holy trouble, not by yourself and not for your own good, but for the good of your community, and to do it with your community, to do it with your brothers and sisters in Christ who don't think like you, that don't look like you. I hope you are, and I think you are, because you're here. On January 9th, I will be releasing a song that follows that line of thought, talking about how important it is for us to not live in these echo chambers built by our own comfort zone. I think sometimes we take good things and replace a good God with good things, and we create these little idols. But when we really step back and we look at the Bible and we sit with God, the God of the universe, and recognize his creation and how infinitely creative he is, we recognize that, oh, maybe some of those things that we have been worshiping are actually not the things that God has called us to worship, and that's not who our God is. So we got to dethrone the gods we've made and put God back on the throne. So on January 9th, Gods I've Made is coming out. It's really challenging for me, and I think it will be challenging for you too. And in fact, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of it. It's a new segment that I'm gonna be introducing. It's called a freeze frame chorus. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna freeze like this. I'm done bowing to these gods I've made. Throw them all in the fire, 'cause they won't last anyway. Throw them all in the fire, till you're the one that remains. Throw them all in the fire. And there's your freeze frame chorus. Hope that gets you excited. Make sure you pre-save the song when you see links for it, and then to share it with your family and your friends and your frenemies when the song comes out. Hey, as always, I'm gonna ask you to do 3 things that you continue to do and that makes a big difference in people getting to hear this music and participate in this movement, this troublemaker movement. 1, I'm gonna ask you to keep sharing. Anytime you see a post of mine, a song of mine, something crazy I'm doing like an AI Santa Claus, I don't know, something I'm doing, as long as you share that with people, that helps the algorithm to realize, oh, TEMITOPE content is something that people need to hear about. People are interested in this. People need to know about this. So they will push it out to more people. So thank you for sharing. Thanks for continuing to share. In fact, I got my Spotify Wrapped back for 2025. It said the #1 way that people heard about my music and all of the ways that people share music was when people texted it. So those of you who have been texting, that's a really big deal. Thank you for just sending my song, sending a link to my song on Spotify, texting it to a friend. That's awesome. So thanks for doing that. Second thing I always ask you to do is engage. It's commenting. It's reposting. It's commenting on the comment that I made to you. It's just making some traffic happen on the post, largely on social media. That makes a really big deal. Again, it pushes me into higher places on the algorithm. People hear more of the songs, and it's a big, big deal. So thank you. The biggest deal, and I always say it last, I don't know why, but maybe it's because I think the last thing said is the thing that you'll remember. Anyway, it's prayer. Prayer is the fuel that makes this TEMITOPE train go. I say it every month and I'll keep saying it. So thank you for praying. Thank you for praying for me just to have endurance in doing this music thing. It's been a lot of fun. And I think even me getting to this point of like making some music like I am now with some people that have known me a really long time and going back to some of the sounds and sonic landscapes that have inspired me to create music in general, you're a part of that. So thank you so much for doing that, for engaging, for sharing, for praying. It makes a big difference. Now we've come to the part of our update where I share a troublemaker tale. Or is it this way? There's a troublemaker tale that I am going to be sharing with you. It is from a guy named Daniel, and he sent this to me on Instagram. He said, "Brother, I've been following your story for several years now. Some random connections we have. My cousin Hannah did spoken word for you in Louisville earlier in your music career. And then my wife met your wife at a PT clinic a couple years ago as well. We have some Nashville roots. It's pretty cool. It's super cool to see a brother in Christ who is relatable and personable, but also making incredible music to reach the world. The sky is the limit when you put Christ at the center of your ministry. Thank you for these songs." And thank you all for helping these songs to reach people like Daniel, to reach people like Hannah, to reach people all around the world so they can join in this troublemaker movement. I wish there was another T. I'll find one for the next time. Oh wait, troublemaker movement, double M. Anyway, happy January. We'll see you soon.